Okay, we're not getting off on a good start here, guy. First, rhetoric is pretty much anything that aims to influence people into either thinking or behaving in a certain way. Rhetoric is not necessarily reasonable or fallacious, and is primarily concerned with power of influence. Fallacy is just use of poor reasoning in an argument. A fallacious argument doesn't always lead to a misconception or even a false conclusion. No. Atheism is not converse accident dicto secundum quid ad dictum simpliciter. First, atheism makes no claim or argument. It is simply the lack of belief in a God due to the lack of evidence for a God. Second, we don't say to anyone that because we have no evidence for a God, then no God exists. We simply say we fail to see a reason to believe in any God due to the lack of evidence. Third, the fallacy you cite is similar to the slippery slope fallacy, only instead of saying allowing one thing will lead to something else, the fallacy you cite says allowing one thing means we must allow the something else. This has nothing to do with the lack of religion. Aww, kitties. Yeah, that's one way to put it. But, like I already said, no atheist ever makes the claim that there is no God. We simply say that because there is no evidence, we see no reason to believe in any God. You know, if you're going to call something a logical fallacy, you might want to avoid the use of fallacy in your argument. You've simply created a straw man atheist to contend with here, and not even one that is remotely accurate to most atheists. So, you're going to close your argument on how atheism is a logical fallacy in which you use logical fallacy with the argumentum ad populum fallacy? Even if the accusation of straw man fallacy is incorrect and you actually believe this is how atheists think, it's still a logical fallacy called mind projection fallacy. You've also used circular reasoning, wherein you started with the conclusion that atheism is a fallacy and found a fallacy you could make atheism sound like. Yeah.